What's up, guys? Welcome back to another How We Do It episode. I'm Isaac Lakich, professional walleye angler, and we're going to talk about a bait that a lot of guys don't think is a walleye bait, but I like using, especially out west in the timber, and that's a spinnerbait. So today we're going to build this up. There's a couple different components here on the table that you guys can see. I'm going to go through a little bit of everything and explain what everything is. We have two forms here. One's a buzzbait mold, one's a spinnerbait mold. They're both extremely similar. We're going to just focus on the spinnerbait for today. The buzzbait is almost identical. So when you buy either mold, you're going to look at the mold or look online on the website or in our catalog, and it's going to tell you what wire form you're going to need. So for this spinnerbait mold today, we actually have two options for wire form that we can use. We can either use the R form, which has an open concept eye, or we can use the twisted form, which has a twisted eye, which doesn't allow the line to slide out of there. That comes down to personal preference. Some guys like this one, some like that one. That's totally up to you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how to rig up a hook on these. It's super simple. You just take the hook eye, you're gonna hook it on that little hook there on the end of the wire form. You're gonna grab your pliers, you're gonna come in here and you're gonna crimp this shut. Now once that's crimped shut, easy trick for you guys that you should learn to make sure that this all lines up properly in the mold. When you set this in, it helps a lot to actually have another one of your molds directly next to it. It helps keep that wire nice and even. You're gonna center that hook eye in the middle of the head of the bait. I'm actually going to pour two of these right now just because I have another one rigged up and ready. And you're going to make sure that that mold closes nice and smoothly. Take your time and make sure that you don't have any gap, that that bait is nice and secure. I'm going to then take and make sure both my wire forms are directly in line with the center of the bait. That looks good to me. I'm going to get my gloves on here. When you're dealing with a wire form type mold, we don't pour out the bottom. You're gonna need a ladle, guys. It's gonna help a lot in terms of making sure you get a nice smooth pour. Trying to fit this underneath the bottom pour pot is just not gonna work out well. So I'm gonna grab my ladle here, I'm gonna get some lead out, and then I'm gonna just nice and slowly and smoothly fill up those cavities. And just like that, I have two spinnerbait heads that are poured up, ready to go. It's time to add some components. You're gonna pick out your blades of choice. You're gonna pick out your clevises that you're gonna need. For example, here on this buzzbait, you're gonna need a bead, your buzzbait blade, and a pop rivet. Bend that over. That bait with paint is ready to fish. Go get out there, find some fish, boys.